Well, hello, welcome everybody. Thanks for joining me and my colleague Doug Henschen live from San Francisco. Hey, Doug.
Hey, how are you, Holger? Hello, everyone.
We are here, right? We had to wait till the Warriors were over here. Unfortunately, no strength in numbers. OKC was too strong, but we had much things to do today. Informatica World, right? And you were there, right? You joined later. How did it start for you today, Doug?
Well, it was actually day 2 of the event. The big focus here is Informatica is trying to be more than just an ETL vendor. So they've been pushing the last couple of years on this Informatica intelligent data platform. It's not just data integration, it's big data management, it's cloud, it's data quality, it's MDM, it's even security is their latest push with Secure at Source. So they went over their whole platform release, their latest platform release today with a theme of improved productivity, improved reusability, improved repeatability, better total cost of ownership, and better performance across this platform.
Right. It was also the first time they had their new CEO, right? They had Sohail Bassi at the helm for many, many years, and after being taken private, doing a major event. I mean, you were at the keynote. What was your impression?
That actually wasn't his keynote today. It was Anil Walia, the Chief Product Officer. So he went again. He went over this the platform updates, productivity, total cost of ownership, performance across all those categories I just described.
Okay, my bad. I looked at the wrong day of the agenda. Yeah, I think he was on yesterday, or he's on tomorrow, but doesn't really matter. I mean, they made a data lake announcement, not so much into our area in general, right? It's what our colleague Natalie Petulov covers in general from marketing perspective. But interesting to see that they're going to go into functional data.
Well, yeah, I mean, they came out with Informatica Intelligent Data Lake capability within big data management. And marketing is just the first one they're going with. Obviously, they have strong ties with Salesforce, with their Informatica Cloud integration. High on the priority list, but they're going to continue doing these sort of data lakes. There won't be just one data lake. I was talking to some of the executives of management. I think companies want to start with a focus, and next likely areas might be things like verticals like banking or healthcare. So look for them to expand the types of data lakes they'll support. You know, not that they wouldn't support a general data lake, but they want to start in a focus things that people can latch onto and get established more easily than the Uber data lake, all data, any use.
Yeah, and I mean, the buyer right now, if we see this, is more a line of business executive than somebody spanning the whole enterprise. And of course, from a technical perspective, the whole problem is much more manageable if you just take one single domain. Long on the issue of this, right? We went through this whole my view of the CIO way. Yeah, well, the CIO has always been money, but I think marketing is a good start. So on the other announcement, what is the big one for you? I mean, for me, the big one is moving to the cloud, and we can talk about it later, but what did you also see?
Well, they keep pushing into cloud. Some of the other announcements they made, pretty routine and a popular partnership announcement these days, Tableau, deeper ties with Tableau from their platform. They are a live data map capability. And again, this underscores the platform play. So live data map is about metadata understanding of your assets. And that, again, cuts across the entire platform: data integration, big data, cloud, data quality, master data management, and security, giving you that metadata understanding and contextual take on your data across management needs. So again, part of the platform play, I think that was an important step. They previewed it at Informatica World last year, and they're finally delivering.
Yeah, well, it's software is like wine, I used to say. It takes time until gets good, right? So take quite some time. Yeah, Tableau part, because Tableau on Informatica is very strong on the back-end side. Tableau is very strong on the front-end side. And Informatica, use whatever you want, right? So I think it's fairly synergistic, and two strong players with good synergies have found each other. So that's an interesting part.
Right. Well, the other thing I had sort of questions to executives about, like on the big data front, I think a lot of companies waded into, experimentation on Hadoop, on, pilot projects. And as they expand their use, I kind of wonder whether they're winning new customers. The whole idea is to get to think, instead of having coding on all the open source tools that come with the various Hadoop distributions, getting to the reusability and repeatability, the abstraction away from coding. And I'm just wondering, I had a lot of questions about how quickly that's progressing, whether companies using these new platforms are just looking to solve the next problem, or whether they're looking ahead several steps and seeing this message that Informatica is giving of being able to address all of their needs across the platform, their governance needs, their data quality needs, and beyond just the integration transformation needs that they know Informatica can support.
Right. Yeah, good point. I think we'll have to see what the reactions of customers are, right? The inventors at halftime tonight, so we'll see more, and we'll have more conversations going on forward.
Right. They've had some good customers here. Comcast, Verizon, Transamerica. These are all customers that are using their big data capabilities and their more conventional data management capabilities in a big way. So
yeah, we heard from Jabil,
some customers here.
Right, and we heard from Jabil, right, using interesting BOFS framework about getting data governance done and finding value out of IT. And we heard from Disney using a lot of products from the Informatica. So certainly no question to have landmark customers here presenting at Informatica World. Yeah. What's interesting from my side is, right, generation modern software application these days. The dirty little secret is you also create an integration problem, because you can't move your whole application portfolio to whatever platform you're building this, and that integration problem needs to be solved. And there, Informatica is one of, I always call them the 7 dwarfs, right? The 7 dwarfs of integration, 7 players all play in this market, and to that they will move their portfolio to the cloud, right? Getting data from all clouds, maybe a SaaS cloud, a PaaS, platform as a service cloud, or private clouds. And starting with the MDM pieces, if I understood them correctly, with the MDM Cloud Edition, which has always been a strong offering for Informatica. And then going over to Data Integration Hub, customer data integration has always been a big topic around data cleansing and master data management. And the cloud B2B gateways come in next, as well as the intelligent structured discovery, which is what you alluded to before, also figuring out what is happening there. And I think the most interesting news is coming out, as they say in the press release, in summer 2016, right? So when does summer end? When the last leaf has fallen? When is the last day of summer? Yeah, Labor Day, right? It's also Labor Day for some people in the US, right? As a former software developer, I say summer is over when the last leaf has fallen from a tree, right? Then it's fall.
All right. Well, I get what you're saying. I did talk to some customers today that are really heterogeneous. One particular sort of package company, they had their ERP on Oracle and their BI on Oracle, but they're moving to the Microsoft cloud and dealing with more than 60 SaaS apps. So it's that heterogeneity that is a good play for Informatica, and a good reason why I think their customers are turning to them and taking to that platform message.
Yeah, heterogeneity is a great message for Informatica, because the more heterogeneity, the more integration problem they have, the more business for them, right? And the other thing is going to be a multi-cloud future. Customers will have data information processes out automation and different clouds, a really multi-cloud integration game. So moving the integration itself to the cloud too, to run from the cloud, is a very important strategic move. So it's good to see Informatica is doing that.
Yeah, I think
we're getting along here.
Yeah, I think we'll see more from Informatica on cloud. I mean, they've had a Informatica cloud product for a long time, But I think the long-term vision is to bring the entire platform to the cloud and have multi-cloud delivery options. But we'll wait to hear more on that front. I think that's kind of a future vision.
Yeah, it's going to develop, right? We'll see where that goes. I think we are way over our time of usually trying to keep this to 5-6 minutes. So, any last words?
Oh, you got it. Looking forward to going home. It's almost the end of the long. I think I've been to San Francisco 4 times in the last 6 weeks, I think.
Becoming a California resident, huh?
Yeah, exactly. But I'm not yet. I'm not yet a California basketball fan. So.
Oh yeah, well, this wasn't a nice.
Sorry about tonight's game.
I don't not even anymore.
Holger, your connection is fading out, so I think I'm going to be signing off here.
At least we have a team in the playoffs, right? So, thank you. Bye-bye.
There you go.
And it doesn't want to stop.
Holger, you were cutting in and out throughout that.
Well, we'll see how good it is. Let's see how it works. Let me hang up here because it doesn't even stop from the message here.